Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon White 2. So, in the last part, now I didn't exactly do much in the Virbank Complex just because, well, as I said previously, if I did not get the two new team members on screen, then I was gonna try to find them off screen. And while it definitely took me a while to get them, but as you'll see here, yep, I finally got my hands on our brand new team members, Growlithe and Magnemite. Now they're only at levels 11 and 12, so they're definitely gonna have to do some major catch up if they want to be able to catch up with the other two. But anyways, now with Growlithe, now he obviously has the ability that I wanted, being a flash fire. His starting off moves are Roar, Ember, Leer, and Odor Sleuth. Then as for Magnemite, as you can see, his starting ability is Sturdy, of course, and his starting moves are Tackle, Supersonic, Thunder Shock, and Sonic Boom. And as you can also see as well, yeah, this Magnemite, I actually caught with utilizing a Heal Ball. Yeah, I figured, yeah, why not? I may as well get at least one of these Pokemon with a Heal Ball. But anyways, now of course, as our brand new team members, I'm gonna go over their Pokedex entries. Magnemite, the Magnet Pokemon. The electromagnetic waves emitted by the units at the sides of its head expel anti-gravity, which allows it to float. Yeah, well, it may get the ability to float, but not so much the actual ability to levitate. Yeah, even to this day, yeah. Anyways, Growlithe, the puppy Pokemon, extremely loyal to its trainer. It will bark at those who approach the trainer unexpectedly and run them out of town. So yeah, you can definitely see that Growlithe can definitely be extremely loyal to their trainers. Yeah. But anyway, always everyone. Now it is time to begin our training with our brand new team members. But first off, now if you recall what I said previously about certain characters who have habitat lists. Yeah, and as you can see now off screen, I actually managed to complete it. Now the reward that you get for this one. Now forgetting the habitat lists done within the Virbank Complex are five Great Balls. So yeah, I would say that is definitely a good startup for that. Now, as for the next NPC that we're going to be encountering when it comes to the habitat list, well, let's get this. Yeah, that NPC right there is going to be the only time that you're going to be seeing it within the base game. Yeah, for the other NPCs that give you rewards for the habitat list, yeah, they're not going to show up until post-game. Yeah. What a freaking odd concept, huh? Yeah. But anyways, as you can see, now we have our first appearance of Woobat. Yeah, and it's definitely not gonna come for a while until you actually get to utilize your very own Woobat. So yeah, it's definitely not gonna be for like a while long, a little bit while, but before you even get your own hands on your own Woobat. Yeah, but anyways, everyone. Now, as for our new team members, Growlithe and Magnemite. Now, if you are now Now, well, actually, I guess what I should say, now, when it comes to my overall team, as of so far, now, for those of you who may be wondering, is this my first time utilizing these Pokemon? Well, as I already explained about Riolu, original team, during my first time going through these sequels. And then as for Oshawott, yes it is actually. Now this right here is definitely the first time that I've actually utilized an Oshawott as my starter Pokemon. Yeah. But then, as for Growlithe as for the other two, now even though you may be thinking this is also my first time actually utilizing them, there actually are not. Now as for the first time that I've actually utilized I've actually utilized both Growlithe and from Magnemite was actually not in any Pokemon game prior to this. Instead, what I am referring to is actually in the Alola titles. Yeah. Now, the first time that I've actually utilized the Magnemite, yeah, it was definitely when we got to the trainer's school within the Alola series. Is because I obviously want to get my hands on my first electric type that I could possibly find, and wow, I don't know. You just had to get a five times hit with that double slap, and you just had to essentially take out the majority of my Growlithe's health like that. Wow. But anyways, everyone. Now back to what I was saying. Now, for when I caught that from Magnemite, yeah, it definitely turned out to be a really, really handy Pokemon. Yeah, it was actually during the Alola. It was actually during the Alola series that I actually started to grow to really love the. I actually grew to love the entirety of the Magnemite line. So. Yeah, I'm from Magnemite, Magneton, and I'm from Magnezone. Yeah, they really did those three really did grew on me. Yeah. Yeah, now, hence why I decided to utilize a Magnemite for this pull playthrough. Yeah. And then as for Growlithe, now, it wasn't in Sun and Moon when I actually utilized the Growlithe. Instead, it was actually Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yeah, it was actually during those games before when I actually started utilizing Growlithe. Now during the original Sun and Moon, I actually utilized a Magby because I really wanted to utilize what would it be like if I actually got to utilize a Magmortar for the first time. But when I wanted to evolve him into a Magmortar, the way that you evolve Pokemon through trading during Gen 7. It was definitely a major hassle. That is all I'll say. So yeah, that's why when Ultra Sun and Moon were released, this time I decided to utilize a Growlithe, and it was definitely a lot more satisfying. Yeah. Oh hey! And speaking of Magby, Now here is the one right now. Yeah. Man, how do you like that, huh? But anyways, everyone, now I guess I should go over its sprite appearance now. Yeah, considering that we never actually got to see a Magby during the entirety of the prequel titles. Now, as you'll see, Magby, she utilizes the same sprite that it got from like a Platinum, and then as for its animation, now as you saw, yeah, Magby really does like to make a big jump at the end of its animation. Yeah, it's like Magby. Yeah, it's really like Magby is just. It's like Magby is getting so excited or something. But anyways, always everyone, and with that, yeah, and I guess that's all I really have to say now. In terms of my history with Growlithe and when it comes to Growlithe and Magnemite, excuse me. But anyways, everyone, now as we are going to be continuing our training with Growlithe and Magnemite, since I didn't exactly go over this within the last video, considering, well, I was going over the team members that I wanted to get here. Now, as soon as we entered the complex, the first guy that you talked to, now he was saying that he wanted to get, he wanted to get the workers, who actually work in the complex, all fired up again. And when you do that, yeah, now by simply just defeating every single worker that you can find in battle, then he'll give you a reward for that. Yeah. So, anyways, now, oh yes, right, and speaking of training, and I guess I should point this out right now, is that, well, considering that it's obviously gonna take some time for both of my new team members to catch up with Oshawan, and for my new team members to catch up with the other two. Now, when I am done with defeating, when I am done defeating every trainer I could possibly find within the complex, yeah, that's when I'm gonna be doing some on-screen training. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna be doing that. Yeah, considering that it's obviously gonna take some time for my Growlithe. Well, more so, specifically my Growlithe here, is because, yeah, but the way that considering that it does take a lot longer for Growlithe just to get, for Growlithe just to get for him just to get one level up. So yeah, I may need to do some on-screen training if I want to get my Growlithe up to the same level as the others. Yeah. But anyway, so always have one, and with that, I guess that's all I really have to say for the time being. Yeah, there we go. Magnemite has officially reached level 14. Hooray! His special attack, his special defense have gained +2. And Magnemite does not give a shit about the attack stat, considering that Magnemite is really all about special attacks. And also it's also their defenses too. Yeah, definitely their defense is special defense. Yeah. But anyways, everyone. Now since I'm just gonna be going this over again, since I'm just gonna be doing more training. I guess it's I guess it's time once again for me to go back to the Pokédex entries for the Pokemon that we have seen so far. Okay, now continuing on from that is Riolu. Now, while Riolu didn't exactly get too much screen time within the Sinnoh anime, but it definitely got plenty more screen time within the She Universe series. Yeah, it was because a character named Cameron actually, because a character named Cameron. Yeah, now his partner Pokemon was indeed a Riolu. Yeah, which of course evolved during the Unova League. Yeah. And then after that, Riolu only got like flashback appearances during the entirety of the Kalos anime. It's because, well, those flashbacks were dedicated to Karina and this Lucario. Back when her Lucario was just a Riolu. Yeah. And then, while Riolu got plenty of background appearances within the Alola series, it definitely got a lot more screen time, or should I say, screen hogged during its entirety of the Journey series. Yeah, ever since Ash caught one within Journeys, yeah, Riolu essentially became a freaking screen hog, where Riolu just showed up everywhere. Yeah, even like blocking out the other members of Ash's team, which also included the Galarian Farfetch that Ash caught during the time when his Riolu was still a Riolu. So, yeah, it was definitely a screen hog. And it still was, even after Riolu evolved. Yeah. But anyways, then after Journeys, that's when, now even though we got a shiny Lucario now, but however, as for Riolu himself, yeah, he only got like, now as for Riolu himself, he's only got like one appearance in the entirety of the within the entirety of a Horizon series, which is definitely a big change up. Compared to Journeys. But anyways, everyone, now as you saw, now for getting every single worker all fired up, he gives you the team of a Rock Smash. Now, if this was a normal type gym and not the poison type gym, just like we got during the prequel series, then getting Rock Smash would have definitely really helped. But as for Blind 2, White 2, not so much. Yeah. Oh yes, everyone. And I guess I should show this off too. Is that now when you call your mom, you can actually talk to her about the location that you just so happen to be currently at. So if you want to bother with that, then go for it. But as for me, I'm really only gonna be showing this off one time. It's because if I did this for every single place that we go to, yeah, honestly, I would be at this for like at least an hour or maybe even more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that should be enough phone calls. But anyways, everyone, with that said, that should be all I'm going to be doing for this video. And so now, now I am going to be doing my off-screen training, and then started with the next video. We are going to be tackling the Virbank Gym. And so to then, I'll see you guys next time.